All right, let me get it started already. Darn it. No. What's going on, everyone? This is your moron with a conscience, aka conscious moron. I appreciate the pull up. Yeah, of course, people say MAGA folks say I'm trolling, and I'm sure some Democrats would say I'm trolling too on some channels. But nevertheless, I was remembering the one time that Ronald Reagan was campaigning in the Bronx in 1980. And I just want to show you guys that. We're going to pull that up real quick. All right, just real quick. Couple scenes. Watch a couple scenes here. And I'm actually give you the details. You actually need to go and check out my homeboys. If you are on YouTube, it's Hezekiah News. Please go and check him out. This is from his page. Hopefully he won't bang me. But it's very interesting. Let's take a couple of looks at it. Fair use. I'll put that up there. Put the fair use up there too, just in case. But he should be cool. But I thought it was very interesting, especially doing this campaign season, and especially Ronald Reagan used to say "Make America Great." Donald Trump says "Make America Great." He is I guess he would be considered the new Ronald Reagan of the party, or definitely Reagan, a Reagan-like figure in the party, in my opinion. So I thought this was kind of interesting that they had. I remember this video. I don't know how I remember this video. Old as hell. But let's check it out a little bit. This is just kind of him going in, but we're going to skip to the thing. And let him talk for a second. But y'all should, like I said, as a kind of news, it's on YouTube. Go and check them out. We're going to try and put the description in there. Well, on YouTube it will be, but we're going to put it on YouTube and TikTok. We got a double duty the next 45 days. Double duties, buddy. You know, this is just him going, man. I think when he first arrived, he was initially talking to the press. He made some, I might try and look and find that. Find this interview. I wonder if it's on see. There's Nancy Reagan. Just say no. We should do something on Just Say No too, right? But this part of I'm actually read the description. I could keep it. You might have to do your history on the South Bronx back in 1980s. I'm gonna read a little bit of the description real quick. In 1980, presidential candidate Ronald Reagan paid a visit to Charlotte Street, declaring that he had not seen anything that looked like this since London after the Blitz. That's a history reference if you're not familiar with it. Look up London and Blitz. Beginning in the late 80s, parts of the South Bronx started to experience urban renewal with rehabilitated and brand new residence structures, including both subsidized multifamily townhouses and apartment buildings. The Bright Temple A&E Church was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1983. Over $1 billion were spent on rebuilding the area through the 1990s, with 19,000 apartments having been refurbished and more than 4,500 new homes having been built for the working class. More than 50 abandoned apartment buildings on the Major Dean Expressway and the Cross Bronx Expressway were renovated for residential use. Over 26,000 people moved into the area, and on Charlotte Street, prefab ranch-style houses were built in the area in 1985. And the area has changed so significantly that the Bronx borough historically could not locate where Carter had stopped to survey the scene. I don't know what they're talking about. But nevertheless, as of 2004, houses on the street were worth up to $1 million. And as you can see what it's looking like right now, right? This was in 1980. I want to bring up something else too. I know it's going to see look into it. I'm going to pause it real quick. That brown suit, that tan suit That tan suit. If y'all know what I'm talking about, Obama had a big. I should do a little snippet of that. I might have to Google that. But remember the tan suit, y'all. We might have to just do a little real clip of it. The tan suit, y'all. The tan suit. But this is just him surveying and up there. I want to show you how sad Nancy looks. She's gonna start getting heavy. I think she like it. Watch how sad she looks with it. Oh, I feel so terrible for these people. Come on, Ronnie, let's go. Back to the broken promise. Watch how sad. As they booing them. I don't want to see that, I know. But okay, let's get to it. Now Reagan. For like a minute, they just yelling at him. So then he starts answering the question.
Mr. Reagan, Ronald Reagan, please.
Now that, so you can't really hear. So many people are talking. But the Klan had recently endorsed him. Well, I mean, but at this time. And that's what the first question is. But people are talking so loud. I wonder if we might be able to. Okay, we might be able to.
I don't know that the Klan has endorsed me. Well, I can tell you I don't endorse that.
You see, you hear? Irony, I'm saying.
I know. Mr. Reagan, please, I got a question for you. I heard your question. Let me try to answer. Listen, wait a minute.
A little bit of chaos,
Please, cool it down. Cool it. The man got something to say. Cool it. Will you hold it down? Stay back, please. Stay back.
It's just a minute or two.
I've been asked a few questions down here. I'd like to try and answer them. All right. Let's hear what I came here. I came here because almost 3 years ago, President Carter came down to this very spot and he announced a great plan for building houses for 27,000 people, building industries to provide jobs, really taking care of the entire thing, about $1.5 billion plan. It is 3 years.
What are you going to do?
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
It is 3 years and nothing has been done.
Come on, y'all.
The plan. Please, wait a minute. I'll get there.
But you don't need to speak. Just tell us, and we be happy we go home.
All right. Now, that was almost 3 years ago, and today the president blames the local officials, the mayor of the city, and others, and says they called it off.
What are you going to do?
Well,
what are you going to do for us? No riots, no nothing. Just tell us.
Right now in Congress is some. I'm trying to tell you. I am trying to tell
You
you.
gotta, ooh, that's what you gotta do.
Now,
You gotta do is
there is
scheme.
no program or promise that a president can make that the federal government can come in and wave a wand and do this. Yes, there is legislation in Congress, legislation for cooperation between government, between the private sector, and using tax incentives to give the people who will take jobs, the people who will come in here and build businesses, that will give them an incentive to come in because they'll get a tax break while they are putting those businesses and getting them established to provide jobs.
Okay. Now you hear what he was basically describing. He said that investors were going to come into the area and build buildings and jobs and infrastructures like opportunity zones. Who did that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I mean, you got to like literally do a little bit more research on Reagan. I'm just not a big fan of Reagan's policy. So that's why I'm saying you have to do your own research. And I'm just saying with the opportunity zones, which I thought was funny too. Like as I was watching this, I remember it popped up in my head like, oh wow, he's describing opportunity zones, which have to be invested in by investors. Like, it's not government. The government just designates this area. And if people invest in that area, they'll get tax incentives and breaks for investing in that area. But if no one invests in that area, then it's just an area. And it's still an opportunity that hasn't been taken, I guess. So there technically there are opportunity zones, but no one's taking the opportunity of the zone. But as it always, this is your moron with the conscience, aka conscious moron. Thank you so much for pulling up, and remember, without you, there is no moron. Peace. I'm trying to keep it under 12.